Alright, so for Syncfusion Blazor charts, let's quickly search for it. So we'll say Syncfusion Blazor charts. So Blazor charts, interactive charts. Let's go to view demo. And this page takes some time. Maybe this is WebAssembly. So on this page, we'll go to the very end. At the very bottom, we have this documentation link here. So we'll click on this documentation. And now we are here with charts getting started. So first we'll see how we can add all these things here. Blazor Web App, Server App, Blazor WASM app. And then if we go to this chart types, here we'll see how to set up, how to install. And then if we click on this chart types, here we have this line chart. This is the chart we are going to use for our use case. So this is a sample code, we'll see. And then this is the output. All right. Okay, so let's go to this getting started. And here we have this syncfusion.blazor.charts, this package which we need to install. Okay, NuGet package. Let's copy this syncfusion.blazor.charts. Let's go to our project, and here we need to install this in both of our project, main Blazing URLs project and Blazing URLs.client project, because for we are using interactive auto. So for interactive server, it is going to use the package from this main project, and for WebAssembly it is going to use it from the client project. All right, so we'll install it in both the projects. So let's install it in first project, Blazing URLs. Browse and search for this syncfusion.blazor.charts. Install it. Apply. And it should install now. Yeah, it is installed. If we go to its CS pros, we can see this thing, syncfusion.blazor.charts. So let's copy this and let's directly add it to client project as well. So this is the way we can have the NuGet package installed. We can simply modify the CS pros and just restore or build or rebuild. It will automatically install that package. All right. After that, we'll see what else we need. So we'll go to this documentation, and here we have this getting started, Blazor Web App. Yes, we are using Blazor Web App, and here it is saying you need to use this and that. Navigation, themes, Blazor charts. Okay, this is generic Blazor related stuff. Okay, so this is generic stuff. So this is the CSS style we can add for theming, but we are not using any Syncfusion theming, so we can simply skip this. But we need this script. So this script tag underscore content Syncfusion Blazor core scripts syncfusion-blazor.min.js, this text JavaScript. So we'll simply copy this line and we'll add it to our body, and our body we can find it in the main Blazing URLs project, in components, in app.result. Here is our body tag. All right, so inside this, maybe before app, our custom script should be at the very end, so that we can override or modify anything or access any third-party library in our script. So this is a good practice to use it like this. Now we have this syncfusion.blazor.min.js JavaScript ready. Now if you go to the documentation again, there is some basic step which we need. If you go to introduction, and I need to find where is that the getting started Syncfusion Blazor component. Is it here somewhere? We'll search for this. Yeah, on this only. After adding that NuGet package and adding that this thing, we have one more section here. It is saying we can use this and add that using, but we are using it on a single page, so we don't add it to, we are not going to add it to underscore imports, so we are good with this. Now we need to add this thing, this builder.services.add Syncfusion Blazor in our program.cs. Okay, so it is saying now register the Syncfusion Blazor service in program.cs file of your Blazor Web App. For an app with WebAssembly or Auto Interactive Render Mode, register the Syncfusion Blazor service in both program.cs files of your web app. Alright, so we are using this Auto, so we need to register it in both the program.cs files, right? So let's copy this thing, builder.services.add Syncfusion Blazor. We are going to add it to both our program.cs. So for first main projects, before builder.build, you can add it anywhere, so we'll say builder.services.add Syncfusion Blazor using Syncfusion Blazor. Let's copy this line. Let's go to our client project, program.cs. Here we'll do the same thing, builder.services.syncfusion Blazor. All right, now we are good, we can start using it. Now we already added the JavaScript, we don't need style sheet for this, we are not using any theme, and after that we can simply start using its components. Okay, so let's go back, documentation, introduction, let's go back again, let's go back, we'll see charts getting started. So we have added charts NuGet package, we have added that add Syncfusion Blazor, and then we have added, okay, here also we had this Syncfusion Blazor, we added the script, and then we can directly use our SF chart. So we are going to use line chart, so let's go to line chart, search for that. Here we will have chart, where is chart, ch charts, chart types, line chart. Okay, so now we are going to use this thing here. So here let's quickly add this thing, the same thing we are seeing here, then we'll modify it. So I'm copying this SF chart, this component, I'll save everything, link details page, and instead of this charts, let's add that SF chart using syncfusion.blazor.charts. Now let's copy the C# code. So this public class chart data, then this chart, this media details, copy these two things, go to our project and add these two things at the very end. All right, and now let's save everything and let's run it so that we can see this. It is coming. Okay, it came here, my links, view details, and what happened? Maybe there is some error. Let's see, console. No, now we got that loader. Something happened, I don't know what happened. We can see this warning from Syncfusion that we are using the Syncfusion, so it is a free direct without any license, so it shows this thing. But we can use that, we can register it and we can get a license key for free as well. Then we can use that, then this thing will go away from here. So now we can see like analytics, and here we can see this line chart. That means our chart is coming here. Now we just need to change this heading and provide our data to this so that it can generate chart as per our data. All right, so we'll do that. Let's close this, and here let's close this as well. Let's close all others. Let's leave it this thing only, link details.razor page. So for x and y axis, let's format this. For x and y axis we need something. So let's say on the x axis we will use dates, and on the y axis we'll use number of clicks. Okay, so on which date, how many number of times this link was clicked. All right, so we need this type of data structure. So here they are using this chart data x and y. We will use our link click data. So let's quickly create a record, internal record basically. So record, let's say link click data, something like this. And here we'll have date time, let's say clicked on, and then we'll have int clicks, how many number of clicks were there. And let's do this, we'll display a different format for our dates. So instead of this clicked on, or maybe let's do this, let's have a computed property here. So public string, let's say clicked on str, and here we'll say clicked on, which is this date time, dot to string, and here we can have our date format. I am from India, so the date format we usually follow, we follow DDMMYY. So DDMMYYYY, we'll use this format. So you can modify this format as per your need. Now this chart data, this is done with this. After that we need to get the actual data. This is the single model, then we need actual data like this. So with all these records for x and y axis and all this. So for this, what we'll do, here we will have one more piece of state. We'll say private link click data array, and here we'll say link clicks equals blank array. All right, now we'll generate this link clicks in our on initialized async after getting the link details DTO. All right, here we have everything ready. We have underscore link details data ready. Now from here, what we'll do, we'll say link clicks equals underscore link details DTO dot analytics, and on this we'll add a group by. We'll group by this with date. So we'll say a dot clicked at dot date. So just date, not date time. Okay, now from here we'll simply select, this is group, so G goes to new link click data. First we need, in this link click data, first we need our date. So we can say G dot key, which is, we are grouping by this date, so this is going to be key, and the value, number of clicks, we are going to use G dot count, which is number of clicks. And then this is an array, so dot to array, and now our underscore links click data is ready. Now we can use this underscore link clicks in our chart. This is our chart. First, this title of this chart, we are not going to use this thing, we'll use link clicks. All right, now everything is fine. Here data source, so the data source is our underscore link clicks. Okay, and X name and Y name. So on X axis, what we are going to display? We are going to display this clicked on str, which comes from this link clicks data. So what we can do here, for X name, we can say name of link click data dot clicked on str. So this is going to be X name. And for Y name, we are going to use number of clicks. So for this, we'll say instead of Y, we will say name of link click data dot clicks like this. Chart type line, and we are good with this. Let's save it. Now we can remove this chart data model and this media details, this list variable. Let's remove this, save it, save everything. Let's run it. We should see something. Okay, we have something. Let's go to my links and we'll open that, this one, view details, and we have this thing, and great, we have this line chart. So 12 and 13 for these two dates. So here we had some around, I know, 3 clicks, and here we have 1 click. Okay, so we are able to fetch the data, we are able to fill the data, and then chart is rendering. We are good with this. We'll just enhance this chart now. So right now, if I'm hovering over it, we should have some tooltip and that data pointers here, right? So we'll do that. So for that, we need to check the documentation in line chart, or maybe chart in general. If we go to charts, or maybe charts getting started, not getting started, we need to search where we can find the label and all those stuff. So I saw those somewhere. Content, charts, working with data. Let me search for that. This is the tooltip. All right. So tooltip, here we can say this thing. So these two things actually, label format and chart tooltip setting enable true. Okay. So let's copy these two things. Chart primary y-axis label format this value m, this value is dynamic, and then chart tooltip setting enable true. Let's copy these two things. Go to our project, our page. Inside this SF chart, here we'll add these. So this label format value, this is dynamic, and this m, instead of this we'll say clicks. So 5 clicks, 3 clicks, 1 click, something like this. And then tooltip setting enable. Yes, we are enabling tooltip here. Save everything. Let's rerun. So now we should see the tooltips now. Okay, it is coming. My links, view details, and we can see this. And here you see tooltip, 1 click, date, and then colon, then 3 clicks. You see 3 clicks, we can see the tooltip, and this is the label format. All right, so now looks like we are good with this. Right now it is showing 1 click for 13. Now if I click this again and I refresh this page, it should show 2 clicks now for that y-axis, the 13 date. So you see 2 clicks and this 3 clicks. This chart is generating fine. We have total number of clicks 5. So I guess we are good with detail page as well, right? All right, now let's continue further. Now on these pages, or maybe let's work on dashboard as well. First we'll work on dashboard, then we'll add extra stuff here. Right now dashboard, there's nothing in this dashboard, so detail page is ready now. Now we'll work on dashboard. All right, this is Swagger URL. Close this.